This could be the worst week in MrBeast's life. First, his friend got a new machine and turned out to like kids. The next day, a 1-hour-long video exposed him by someone who used to work for him, claiming his videos are fake. He promotes gambling, and his ads are misleading. He also knew about Kris. The thing that really made me angry is that all the giveaways I participated in, with 10 accounts to win an iPhone, were fake. And to be honest with you, I have evidence. There is so much evidence that MrBeast filed a lawsuit against him the very next day. These things make me suspicious, but let's see if this is true or not. We all know MrBeast, the biggest channel on YouTube. And because he's the biggest channel on YouTube, the last thing I would expect is for him to lie about anything. With the huge number of viewers he has, any lie would eventually come to light. A channel of that size must have at least 20 lawyers, 70 accountants, and 500 editors. With all the money in the world, he wouldn't think of faking anything. But then a guy named Doc Buck came along. He said he had been working with MrBeast since February this year and got fired in May. He decided to expose everything. Initially, he exposed very obvious things, like saying that MrBeast uses visual effects in his videos, but he sees that as a big problem. On the contrary, those effects improve the quality of the videos. But then, he started to get into bigger issues, like saying that MrBeast's videos themselves are fake, and they know who the winners are. One of his accusations involves a guy named Big Mac. If you regularly watch MrBeast's videos, you'll know that he participated in 3 of them. He lost in the first 2 and won $1 million in the last one. What I heard is that people were rooting for Big Mac, but they were deceived by his story and the idea that MrBeast found him randomly. Every time he lost, viewers would get sad and demand to see him in another video in the comments. So, when he finally appeared in the last video and won $1 million, people were extremely happy for him. But there was an accusation in that video that Big Mac was not random at all. He managed to obtain government documents showing that Big Mac moved to MrBeast's city and lived in a mansion worth $1 million 2 months before participating in any of MrBeast's videos. He was also working on MrBeast's editing team. This accusation is very strong, but there is a chance that MrBeast really found him randomly, flew him out, and employed him for 2 months before filming the video and releasing it. But the next accusation says that in the video, 7 Days Trapped at Sea, which has nearly 300 million views, they claimed to be on a raft at sea. They were given equipment to build a shelter, the hood, and supplies, and were left at sea for 7 days with the task of surviving those 7 days. But then he showed a clip from the video revealing that the beds were empty. He accused them of sleeping on a yacht the entire time and pretending to stay on that raft for the full 7 days. The next accusation also says that many people who are supposedly random friends of MrBeast are actually his relatives. For example, in one of his videos titled 100 Boys vs. 100 Girls, where the winner gets $500,000, one of the girls participating was an employee of his. Another girl was also an employee, and the third was MrBeast's girlfriend. But the problem isn't just that. The problem is that he claims MrBeast rigs the results so that the people he wants to win actually win, to make himself look as good as possible. But one of the accusations that could really get MrBeast in trouble is that he conducts illegal giveaways for kids. MrBeast did a live stream, and as soon as he reached 40 million subscribers, he said that anyone who bought a shirt signed by him and his friends could win an Xbox. The problem was that he kept changing the rules, saying that anyone who bought a shirt in the next 5 minutes could win an Xbox, then changing it to anyone who bought a shirt in the next 20 seconds might win an Xbox. He also said, "I'm losing a lot of money. I'm giving away so much stuff." The kids were saying, "Wow, if I buy within 10 seconds, I'll win an Xbox." MrBeast kept losing money from giving away so many Xboxes. He said this himself. He knows that every time he says he's losing money, kids get excited and buy. He knows that every time he puts a prize for those who buy within 30 seconds, thousands of kids buy. In that live stream alone, MrBeast allegedly made nearly $1.5 million from these illegal actions. And on top of that, many kids were buying to get a shirt signed by MrBeast. But one of his employees was caught in a historic catch, signing MrBeast's signature. He then realized he was on camera and tried to hide the shirt. It was very obvious what he was doing. Also, one of the accusations against MrBeast, which is not so much an accusation as it is a fact, is about the chocolate he makes. He said, "I care about health and the health of my subscribers, so we are making something with less sugar and fewer ingredients to be as healthy as possible." And this was true at first, and people simply believed that MrBeast's chocolate was healthy. MrBeast planted the idea in his subscribers' minds that this chocolate was healthy at the beginning, so they thought it was healthy forever. But suddenly, he changed its ingredients, and now it has more sugar and calories than Hershey's chocolate itself. So, a family that heard MrBeast's initial claim that this product was healthy might buy cases of this chocolate without reading the ingredients, because MrBeast said it was healthy. And in a few years, they find they have all sorts of health problems. And then they wonder what's healthy about something with 30 grams of sugar. And a shot of MrBeast doing a video with a pizza delivery guy, telling him to open his mouth, act surprised, and all that stuff. To be honest, we can't make a final judgment until we hear from the other side. Maybe the person who made the video has a certain motive, and maybe things are different from how they seem. The important thing is that we wait to hear the full details in the coming days. At the same time, I can't make a final judgment until I see clear evidence. Until that day comes, I'll stop participating in iPhone giveaways. And that was all we have for today. Smash the like button and make me happy by subscribing. See you in the next video.